Hello. If you had any sense, you wouldn't take a lift from a strange man, but I'm a music lover and I'm worried about your cello. What I propose is you put it in my car and walk alongside me.
How do I know I just drive off with a cello?
How much does a new cello cost? 10? 15 pounds? 15.
I was amused by how silly he looked. I don't usually talk to strangers, but I still handed him my cello because just moments before, I saw him patiently stop his car to let people pass. His kindness made me like him. The rain got too heavy, so I got into his car. What I didn't know was that this decision would change my life forever. The luxury interiors in his car caught my attention. I even complimented him in French on purpose. He didn't seem to care. We had a great conversation the whole way. David was mature and steady. I started to feel a little attracted to him.
If I get to university, I'm going to read what I want.
Good for you.
Did you go anywhere?
I study what I believe they call the University of Life.
After I got home, I kept thinking about everything, but my father was very strict with me. David and I could never have a future. My father arranged everything in my life. I never got to choose what I liked, but the next morning, something unexpected happened. I received a bouquet of flowers. David's name was on the card. My heart was racing, but I had to act like I didn't care. After school, I ran into David again. I happily went over to say hi. He didn't seem surprised to see me.
What are you doing on Friday?
Going to school?
Because I'm going to listen to some Ravel in St. John Smith Square.
I felt a little hesitant, so he said 2 other friends would join us. I said yes right away, but my dad said no without hesitation. Before I could argue, David showed up at our house. His polite and confident manner made my dad trip over his words. I could see how fake my dad was being. Then David promised to keep me safe. My dad immediately agreed. David held my hand and walked me to the theatre. There I met Helen and Danny. I saw Helen's fancy fur coat. I couldn't help but touch it. Helen didn't mind, but I still felt inferior inside, so I switched to French to save my pride once the concert started. I was the only one lost in the music. It was clear the night had been planned just for me. After the concert, David took us to a fancy restaurant. There was foggy mist coming from the table. I was completely enjoying the vibe, but they said there were even better places to go. Danny invited me to an auction. I really wanted to go, even though it clashed with my class schedule. I still said yes. I didn't want to miss the chance. Friday came quickly. That was my first time skipping class. David took me to the auction with his guidance. I raised my paddle again and again. In that moment, I got a taste of being rich. The days that followed, I spent all my time with David. My grades started to drop. My father got furious, but I didn't regret any of it. One day, David came to our house again. He said he graduated from Oxford and that he could take me to meet a famous professor. I was really excited, but my dad felt something was off, so David offered to arrange a single dorm room for me. Everything went smoothly. On Saturday, Helen and I spent time getting ready in the room. She even prepared a sexy nightgown for me. I knew what she meant, but I didn't say no. They made me look very beautiful. After touring the school, night came. I went to David's room alone.